Silence, please. Moment of silence. Ladies and gentlemen in the room. I've been using this platform. I won't say wrong, but I haven't been using this platform necessarily right either, which led to our recent layoff after we hit 500,000 subscribers. It's more like, do I want to keep going viral for the wrong things when I want to do some good with this? Mm-hmm. You know, like if I always say, like, if I could change one person for the better, then my life is complete. Obviously now I have my kids, so, you know, the mission is greater. But just to be able to influence anyone. And lately I've been using the social media platforms to try to just help any man out, because men's mental health, although people are starting to speak about it, it's still really quiet.
Right.
It's not like we could just reach out to everybody. And us men, we're too private. We're too private, too much. And I read out those statistics. Every 11 minutes, a man unalives himself. Mm-hmm. And that's dangerous. And so I wanted to make a change. And part of making the change is changing myself, being better myself. And I would like to start today's show off with an apology, because it was a wild night at the Danza Project about a year ago. And I definitely lost control of my emotions. And so, Mr. Orlando Brown, I'd like to apologize to you.
Thank you, brother. I apologize to you. I was happy to be here, man. I'm still happy to be here. I was happy to be around everybody. As I do know, you know, I was on my bad boy tip. You know, I'm going to blame it on Natalie, you know. I mean, shit. Yeah, see what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I definitely, I accept your apology, man. You know, we grown men, brother. You know, we all make mistakes, and this is a beautiful thing to be back here.
I appreciate you.
Yeah,
and the Bad Boys, filming the Bad Boys, like we've had... was it Brittany Renner while she was filming a show? I'm not sure if it was Bad Girls Club, but
okay,
you know, we had her.
Oh, just after, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, like, we know that mode is a real thing.
It's a real demon. Yeah. It's really serious. You see what I mean? You know, you got to just know that. When you are indulging, you know, if you cannot control it, don't do it. You know what I mean? In that kind of light, you know, all they do is want you to drink, want you to do this, want you to do that. You know, it ignites more for the show. Yeah. You know, you just have to know your limits. You have to know what you're doing it for, you know what I mean, and how much you're going to consume, you know, and a lot of people just don't know those levels and those limits, like you were speaking about mental health. You know, a lot of people aren't privy to the science behind when you speak about mental health, what it entails. You know, you have to do the work. You know, definitely do the work. You know, when I had to go to Dr. Phil and I had to do all of that kind of, you know, I didn't want to do it. But when I got there, you know, it opened up a door for me to be able to look at myself in a different light, you know, and that takes it to a different level as far as what you want to do in life. You start, you know, opening up and realizing, you know, hey, I did mess up in this area. I did mess up in that area. Well, maybe they were right. You know, maybe I was wrong, you know, and a lot of people are scared to go in that direction in life. They just want to be stuck and be comfortable living the way that they're living. You know, it's a repetitive, I want to, you know, live like this and I don't want to change. And that change that Obama was trying to get us to hear about, that simple change, it's not just about, you know, transsexuality or, you know, what you want is right or what I want is right. It's just a worldly change based off of the fact that you know wrong from right. Mm-hmm. We all start off knowing wrong from right. You know, if you were raised right, you know what's wrong. And if you were raised wrong, you probably want to do some right. And at this point in my life, it's just a clarity moment. You know, I just had my new daughter. My wife is doing well. Thank you. You know, we're looking for greater heights in the career. Writing more. Everything can be done the right way. You just have to know when to do it and how to play the game.
I like the writing too.
Oh, thanks, brother.
I want to make love to you.
Hey.
Hey.
Whoa, whoa.
Baby, there ain't really much to say.
Wanna make love to you. There you go.
Whoa, whoa. I think about you every single day.
I wanna make love to your body, baby. Won't you do me naughty? Cause I love it when you do me that way. And when you come say, ooh, got my head all screwed. Look at the expression on your face.
Come on.
There you go.
And with that said, Kato, welcome back.
Thank you, man.
Big
Thank you.
Kato.
I feel like we were on hiatus. Like you mentioned, man, we hit 500,000 followers and just went quiet. It's like, what's going on? We go from pumping out 2 episodes a week, big episodes, to just nothing, radio silence. So it's nice. It's nice to be able to come back, talk our shit, and come back on a note like this. Like I said, it's like we didn't just decide to get our wheels back from under us, but we jumped out with a banger. We said we're gonna bring down Orlando. We gonna make it right.
Absolutely.
We're gonna cover a lot of ground, you know?
That's what's up.
And then, of course, anytime we can have an opportunity to share space to speak about mental health, men's mental health, I think that's a beautiful thing. And I always got time for that. So I was happy to pull up for this one, for sure.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
And you guys can start getting paid again.
That's a blessing. Look at it. He like, hey.
Yeah, I know Nova's back there chopping it up like, woke up this morning.
Back again.
And got myself a check. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's clear up some things.
Okay.
Orlando Brown did not smoke meth in my house.
Yeah, that was funny. I was at the house like, what the? Yeah, it was like, you know, but the thing about it is, man, you know, to be able to laugh at stuff like that, to be able to look back and acknowledge the fact that I was doing some idiotic shit years ago. That's why you don't do that shit, because at the drop of a dime, bro, somebody can put some shit on you, and it, like, you know what I mean. And it doesn't even have to be the truth. You just have to be able to walk in a room, and that's the game of fame. You know, just you have to be careful. That's all it is, man. Yeah. You have to be careful, and just to not make that mistake. Just don't do drugs. Just don't experiment with that shit, man. Is going on with you?
And the thing is with that, right, is because you had called me Solomon,
right?
So I was just role playing.
Yeah. Right. You're like, what the?
I literally just role played off a video I seen on YouTube where he said it, and then everybody took it as I said it. Danza, when really I'm Stalin.
I'm styling them well.
Yeah. But that's really what it was, and it goes crazy. And then another thing is mid interview, I handed you some money.
Oh yeah.
And everybody's like, "Oh, Danza only paid him $750 for the interview."
Oh nah, man. Well, what happened was I had got paid, but that was from Real Life Street Stars, and so basically, they sent it to his Cash App. And then it came to me because my Cash App was already tapped out.
Yeah.
So they had to come through him, and then that's what that was. It was, you know,
I make sure I do my best to take care of all my guests. That they got food, drinks, haircuts. Shout out Scott.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And they're fully compensated for the work that I know they're capable of doing. You know what I'm saying? So, but here we are.
Yeah, man. I mean, I didn't even know you had a Maybach, bro. I was just like, what the is going on, bro? What is going on,
Where
brother?
was
Like, I mean, yeah, like, was I dreaming?
I think I was in Miami, but it was kind of like
it was something
close,
crazy.
like,
Yeah, it was nice. It was real nice, but it was my first time in the Maybach, brother. Congratulations on your car.
I appreciate you.
man.
That's a blessing, brother.
It is.
Yeah, man. And the funny shit is, we was just getting the smoothie, right? Oh yeah, shout out to the smoothie.
Meet You
Smoothies. It's a beautiful thing. Get down there, but we go to get this movie, and then we pull off, and he cut on the hump and the bump. It's like leaving on a camel. I'm like, what is this?
right.
I've been missing out.
Hydraulics.
This is crazy.
Yeah, shout out to Nova too. Nova already responded. He said, "You're damn right, I'm happy." Yeah, he's like, I'm getting that check back. Yeah, I know. And it's such a wonderful show, wonderful moment. You know, it feels good to be back. You mentioned having a new daughter.
Yes.
Well, how many kids now?
Aaliyah's 6 now.
6 kids?
Yeah, 6 kids. Aaliyah, she's so cute, man. I'm talking about like adorable. It's hard when they're that little. So I've been letting mom, for the first week or so, I let mom, strap her in the car seat and everything, the little bones and stuff. But at the end of the day, you gotta step in, and it's been great, man. It's been amazing just to be able to look at her, watch her sleep and stuff like that. She got to get tummy time, and she got to hold her head up and stuff. Like it's really amazing. Yeah.
How old is she now?
She's literally 2 months now.
Oh wow!
Man.
I actually have this is an exclusive, right? I have a daughter on the way.
Hey.
Wow! Congratulations.
She'll be here in about February, late January, early February.
Wow.
The way that this girl pops them out a month early, she just squats them out.
There you go.
So they'll be here. She'll be here a month early. So it's a beautiful thing to have children. Yes. Also tough, right? To be able to do what you're doing as a man, providing for the household.
Yeah,
and moving. Constantly moving.
But the thing about providing is you gotta love to provide. Like not a lot of people, well, I'll say not a lot of men are privy to the providing situation. It's always I'm gonna do it in a negative way. I'm gonna sell this weed, or I'm gonna see how I can hustle, and but to do it in a way to where you're consistently making money and it's a legal hustle. It's like, oh yeah, in this society, that's bad. You know what I mean? Like, just because
it's just not cool.
Yeah, it's just not cool. Just because this guy has 3 jobs, he's working McDonald's in the daytime, he's working Burger King in the midday or at nighttime, and then if he can squeeze it in over at the library, you know what I mean? But at the end of the year, he got 40K.
Yeah,
right. It's like, okay, well, you know what I mean? Like, he made it work. And a lot of people just don't want to do the work, man. In order to provide, they just want to wait for a handout or try to get it the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? I mean, providing is a very, very huge situation when it comes down to your kids looking at you for who you are, because they remember. You know what I'm saying? Like, they remember, bro. Like, like we didn't have no food in the house, but when Pops came around, we had everything. Like, if it's like that, then it's like that. But a lot of these dudes just want to be Young Thug, and they want to be Drake, and they don't even want to be LL Cool J no more. Don't want to be original. They want to be something that's made up, and that's another problem we have in society, brother.
Part of that, I think all men want to act like they have it under control. Like they got to figure it out.
Right.
So nobody wants to do the simple or, what would you say, like the obvious thing to do, like get a 9-to-5.
Right.
They want to be able to say, oh, no, but see, I did it my way.
Right.
Self-made, all on my own strength. Nobody helped me type. So in doing so, you find yourself doing shit you shouldn't normally be doing. Right. Trying to put, plays and shit to make extra cash.
Call it updating your resume.
Right. Trade skills.
Yeah, you dig? Like, okay. Like, all right, bro. Right on.
Yeah.
So, having 6 children, a wife, family, do you find it difficult to be able to move around? Because 2 months old, like we got that. Not only does that baby have attachment issues, but us as parents, we do too.
Right, we do too. I know that she's in good hands. I know that the kids are in good hands. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes down to me and my wife, we have a great relationship as far as the understanding that this is work. I'm coming right back home. Don't worry about it. Now, when the communication is unsought the right way, you know what I mean? Like it's not sought out the right way, then you're gonna have a problem. And that's an inner relationship, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just all about the communication. Now when it comes down to me yearning for my children, you know, that's just natural, but you'll be back home, you know what I mean? Now if it's a month or two, they're coming with me, the whole family. And if you don't want my family there, then you don't want me there. No production. Right. Period. You know what I'm saying? Because I cannot stay for a month without my family. So Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, you know, what you allow, what you tolerate. And what you can control. But a lot of these things are out of our control and beyond our control. So knowing that, you have to go into it